LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Welcome to Impact Wrestling. We're kicking the show off with the new digital media champion, Matt Cardona, in the ring, joined by his #1 stooge, Joe Hendry. So, let's hear from Cardona. Impact Universe, your champion has arrived. I just wanted to say, you know, told you I'd be champion again. So now that we're back to our regularly scheduled program, I gotta talk to my #1 brand endorser, Joe. Joe, I gotta thank you, man. You did a great job. And well, after you helped me last week, I think you're almost ready to be a major player. So I'll tell you what. 5 weeks from Saturday, I know you're in that match at Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor. And you know what? I wasn't going to originally. I'm going to be in your corner. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to make sure you beat Powerhouse Hobbs. And I'm going to make sure you bring more gold to this team. And when you do that, you're a real major player, kid. Oh, wait a minute. There's James Storm. James Storm getting into the ring. Let's call the Cardona. Yeah, my problem's with you, boy. Your boss ain't gonna be my problem anymore. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, and I'm taking that digital media title as payment. In fact, get your stupid ass up. That digital media title is gonna be payment for what you did to me last week. You pick the time, you pick the place, cowboy. I'll be there. Well, Hendry going and making sure Cardona's alright. James Storm has made it clear he doesn't care about Cardona, he wants Hendry. With that said, welcome to Impact. We're going to move on to our first bit of action for the night here on Impact. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the man who last week was so close on so many occasions to becoming the Impact World Champion. Here comes JONAH to the ring. JONAH marching down to the ring tonight. Like I said, you look at that matchup last week with Samoa Joe and JONAH. He nearly did it. There are multiple points in that matchup where JONAH was about to be the the Impact World Champion. So many times he was right there, but every time, in the end, Joe found counters to everything. And a huge, earth-shattering muscle buster ended up doing in JONAH. Now, JONAH looks to send himself back up the rankings after last week. He marches down to the ring. He's kind of starting back from the bottom is how he feels right now. So JONAH steps into the ring. And the monster is ready to take on a member of the Bullet Club. JONAH takes on Chris Bay. So here comes Chris Bay to the ring. He's been here since the beginning for Impact Universe. Been part of the Impact roster since the very beginning. Was representing Bullet Club before we even knew Bullet Club was going to be in Impact full time. Chris Bay making his way down to the ring. This is a huge opportunity for Chris Bay as well to get a win for the Bullet Club, get himself in title contention perhaps. Bullet Club, of course, the only gold they've got right now is Kenta's New Japan IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, without any further ado, Chris Bay and JONAH gonna go one-on-one here in our first match on Impact of the evening. So it's JONAH, it's Chris Bay. Here we go. JONAH with a clothesline out of the gate. JONAH clearly not wanting to play games tonight. Chris Bay gets knocked back into the ropes, and JONAH, he's got a severe size advantage over Chris Bay, and he's using that to his advantage right now. JONAH gets him up to his feet, and JONAH headbutt. JONAH now grabs onto Chris Bay, getting him back up, and JONAH headbutt again. JONAH now grabs onto Chris Bay, getting him back up to his feet, and JONAH launches him across the ring into the corner. Big splash into the corner, flattens Chris Bay. JONAH getting him back up to his feet. There's a punch to the gut. In front of the one. Chris Bay with a punch of his own. And now Bay knocking him back. Chris Bay shoves him back. Oh, a forearm strike knocks JONAH into the corner. And now Chris Bay up to the middle rope. Chris Bay grabs him. And, oh my God, lifts him off his feet. And sends him crashing back to the ground. Chris Bay pulling back on the arm now of JONAH. Bay has got him down now, and Chris Bay with a jumping neck breaker. JONAH goes down, and he gets him back up now. Chris Bay. There's a smack. Grabs onto JONAH again, an uppercut. Grabs him again. Chris Bay staying on top here, but JONAH knocks him back with a punch, and JONAH sends him off the ropes. Power slam. And oh God. Flattens him. One. No. Chris Bay kicks out. JONAH stomping on him repeatedly now. Chris Bay back to his feet. Chris Bay grabs JONAH. Inside cradle suplex. 1, 2. JONAH kicks out. And now Chris Bay up to the middle rope, and Chris Bay, here we go, telling JONAH to get up. Jumping cutter. Cover. 1, 2. JONAH kicked out. Chris Bay going up to the top rope now, and Chris Bay went for an elbow drop. JONAH out of the way. Now JONAH pulls him in, and JONAH kicks on the ribs, pulls him in, and the big man gonna look to nail. Power bomb. Folds Chris Bay like an accordion. JONAH gets him up, scoops him up, and JONAH air raid crash. JONAH going up for looking for a tsunami. Oh, wait a minute, there's Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers. JONAH changes course and wipes out Anderson. Grabs Gallows, and notice the Good Brothers haven't laid hands on JONAH yet. The referee can't disqualify Chris Bay for this. JONAH. Well, now Gallows having to try and get over the corpse of Anderson. Oh, the referee doesn't even see it. Gallows and JONAH brawling. Chris Bay back in the ring has the referee distracted as JONAH, oh, Anderson knocking him back, and Carl Anderson went for the gun stun. He and Gallows getting wiped out. JONAH is a one-man wrecking crew for the Good Brothers tonight. He pulls in Gallows and he power bombs him. And now he grabs Anderson and does the same. And JONAH heading back to the ring. JONAH approaching. Wait a minute. Kenta grabs him by the back of the head. Drives his knee into his face. JONAH is down. And the referee still distracted by Chris Bay. JONAH staggering back to his feet. Chris Bay with the diving cutter again, off the assist from the Good Brothers and Kenta. Chris Bay beats JONAH. Chris Bay gets the win for Bullet Club in our opening contest. You see there the Good Brothers and Kenta cheering it on as it happened. Chris Bay beats JONAH. Bullet Club getting a win in our opening contest tonight. And you know JONAH's not going to be happy about how that one went down. JONAH looked like he had it won, and then the Good Brothers would show up, and Kenta would nail JONAH with a knee to the face. Your winner, Chris Bay. We got more coming up. We're about to hear from the new Impact Champions, Tag Team Champions specifically. Well, just like we said, me and Cash, we came in, we took those Impact Tag Team Championships, and now we've got 2 sets of the most prestigious tag team titles in all professional wrestling. Our conquest is going to continue, and we are going to keep claiming tag team gold all over the world and all the companies that matter. And when we do, you will realize that why we call ourselves top guys isn't because it's just us thinking highly of ourselves, it's because we're the best damn tag team on God's green earth. So, no company's tag titles are safe. We're coming for all the gold. Top guys, out. We're going to move on to more singles action up next here on Impact. As here comes Tasha Steelz to the ring. We are now, well, I don't even really know what to say. We're gonna try and figure out who's next in line to challenge for the Knockouts title, but the champion's not here. Bliss walked out after Against All Odds. She went back to SmackDown. We saw her on SmackDown in the LS11 Universe the other day, but she's not here tonight. She's not in the building, so I don't know how Impact General Manager Kurt Angle's going to handle this, but Tasha Steelz makes her way to the ring, and she's going to be taking on Masha Slamovich, who makes her way to the ring now. We saw Masha make her debut a couple weeks ago now, where she got a very quick and dominant victory. She makes her way down to the ring tonight. Saw her make her debut against Rosemary, where she, like I said, got a very quick and dominant victory. So now tonight, Masha makes her way to the ring again. She's going to take on Tasha Steelz one-on-one. Without any further ado, here we go. Slamovich went for a clothesline out of the gate. Steelz grabs her. Now Tasha Steelz goes for a gut wrench. Slamovich counters. Clothesline in the back. Getting her back up to her feet now. Spinning back fist knocks her off her feet. Getting her back up to her feet now. Slamovich. There's a kick. There's a chop. Firing away. Spinning back fist. Another kick. Slamovich now grabs Steelz. Launches her in the corner. Big boot to the face. Takes her down. Getting her back up to her feet now. Slamovich kicks out the knee. Hits the ropes. Big knee strike off the skull. Getting her back up to her feet now. Oh my God, is she going to do it again? Hits it again. Slamovich taking down Steelz. Masha went for a kick. Tasha with a knee strike now. Counter for counter. Kick in the ribs. Hip toss takes her down. Grabs her by the arm and a knee to the face. Into a cover. Not even one. And now Steelz kicking her in the face. Taking her down. Rolls over. And Slamovich fires away with left hooks. Grabs a hold of her now. Getting her back up to her feet. Slamovich kicks her in the ribs. Scoops her up. Knee to the ribs from Steelz. Now Tasha Steelz goes for another gut wrench. Slamovich clotheslines her in the back. Getting her back up to her feet now. Slamovich. Spinning back fist. Good night. Gets her back up to her feet again now. Kicks her in the ribs. Firing away. Spinning back fist. Kicks her again. And went for another back fist counter. Kick to the ribs. And huge clothesline flooring Tasha. Slamovich now getting her back up to her feet. Pulls her in. Scoops her up. Drops her. Now she gets her up again, and Slamovich looking to end it. Kicks her in the ribs. Pulls her in. Package. Pile driver. Cover. Rope break, though. I'm not sure I agree with you on that one, referee. As now she walks in a submission. And another rope break. Again, I'm really sure, I'm starting to believe that the 2K refs, they see a rope break as, well, are they in the general 9-foot vicinity of the ropes? Oh, there's a kick from Savannah, or from Tasha Steelz. And a German suplex takes her down. Pulls her in now, and a knee to the face. Steelz standing over now, and Tasha Steelz goes for a chop. Went for a headbutt, counter for counter. Has her up on her shoulders. Electric chair drops her. Now Steelz, this is her chance. She goes to the top. Went for a frog splash. Slamovich got the knees up, and now she gets Steelz back to her feet, kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in, hooks the arms for a second package pile driver. And now she grabs her and drags her away from the ropes to make sure there's not going to be a rope break. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Masha Slamovich gets the win. She wins again. Slamovich continues her dominant winning ways here on Impact. Her debut 2 weeks ago was brutal, and tonight was just as, if not more, brutal. A big win for her. If we have a Knockouts champion at all, they need to watch out. Masha Slamovich standing tall. She gets the big win. We're going to move on with more here on Impact. So what are we going to do about this Bullet Club thing, Jonah? Man, there's 5 of them and 3 of us in the Mighty, but I'm going to Angle, and we got a 4-on-4 elimination match against them at the next pay-per-view. Big man, do you know how to count? There's only 3 of us. I've got a 4th guy. You've got a 4th guy. Yeah, you're not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. Me specifically, not gonna like it. No, you've got a little bit of history with him, but he owes me a favor. Who is it, Jonah? You'll find out next week, but that's best kept secret right now. Son of a bitch. Well, we're going to move on to some more action up next, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes one member of the major brand endorsers to the ring, Jack Evans, making his way to the ring. Little bit of transparency here. I might sound a little strained on commentary. I injured my back terribly last night. Don't know what I did, and I am in a lot of pain just sitting here, but let's go on. So Jack Evans makes his way to the ring, one of Cardona's brand endorsers, one of the men who Danhausen took out the night that he won the digital media title from Cardona. He takes on the X Division champion. He's going to go one-on-one with Chris Sabin. Sabin has been the X Division champion for quite some time. Sabin has been champion since our Ultimate X special towards the very beginning of Impact Universe. Won it in a 6-man ladder match on that night. And he is now just a couple weeks away, I believe 3 weeks away now, from defending it against Mustafa Ali at the next pay-per-view, which will be Rebellion, which will take place on October 15th. So Chris Sabin makes his way to the ring. All hail the X Division champion. Any further ado, Sabin and Evans, here we go. Jack Evans grabs onto him, throws Sabin in the corner. Grabs onto him now, puts him in the corner now. I do want to address the elephant in the room if Xander has remembered to start doing it. We've begun doing dark results for all 4 of the shows, for all 4 of my shows, anyway. I'm not making Ray figure that out for Rampage. But yes, Monday Night Raw is now going to get event results for the show main event. AEW will continue to get dark results. Impact will get Impact Plus results, and SmackDown will get Superstars results. The reason for this is because with the rosters being so huge this season, it is hard to get everyone on the show, and I don't want to end the season with some people just having had 1 or 2 matches. So this way it also helps the rankings fill out a little bit and things like that. More or less, it's a way to get the undercard and guys that we're trying to slowly start building up some wins. As Jack Evans kicks out the leg. And Jack Evans now slams down the arm of Chris Sabin. And Jack Evans now twisting back on the neck of Chris Sabin, taking him down. Sabin, the X Division champion, in trouble. He gets slammed into the mat, and Jack Evans slams down his arm again. Evans, holy hell, went for a springboard Phoenix Splash, but Sabin rolled out of the way while he was writhing in pain. Evans kicks him in the ribs now, and Jack Evans with a roundhouse kick. DDT. Jack Evans goes up to the top rope, and Evans up high. Jack Evans went for a 450. Chris Sabin got the knees up. And now Sabin, gets caught with a kick. Spinning wheel kick of his own takes down Jack Evans. Standing shooting star now from Sabin. And now Chris Sabin getting him back up to his feet. Sabin with Evans, throws him across the ring, into the corner, clothesline, into Bulldog. Getting him back up to his feet now is Chris Sabin, and Sabin goes for a kick, and Zakuri connects. Sabin grabs hold of him, and Sabin, drop kick. Shooting star. Chris Sabin now getting him back up to his feet. There's a chop into another one. Jack Evans grabs him, and Evans, Hurricane Rana. Evans now going up to the top rope, and Jack Evans gonna look to fly. Sabin up to his feet. Jack Evans, Meteora. Jack Evans back up to the top rope. Evans, what's he thinking now? Sabin staggering back to his feet. Evans gets down. Sabin goes for a knee. Evans grabs onto him, and Jack Evans, Hurricane Rana, takes him down again. Went for a shooting star of his own. Sabin got the knees up. And now Sabin. A kick from Evans. Sabin on an elbow strike. Evans firing away. Sabin counters. Sabin knocks him back, and Sabin scoops him up. 4. Cradle shock. 1, 2. No! Jack Evans got the shoulders up, and now Evans getting picked back up by Sabin, and Chris Sabin caught with a spinning wheel kick from Jack Evans. Sabin back to his feet now, and Sabin goes for a kick. Right hook. Chop from Evans. Jack Evans knocked him into the ropes now, and Evans turns him around. Jack Evans taking him out. Sabin staggers, and now Jack Evans grabs onto him, gets him up. Sabin slides out of it. Right hand to the back now, and Chris Sabin pops him up, drives him into the mat. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Chris Sabin gets the win. Chris Sabin gets the win over Jack Evans. A big win for the X Division champion. Christopher Sabin. It seems you and I are set for one more match, which is all I've wanted. 3 weeks at Rebellion, I get my one more match. And I've come to a realization, and that is, If I cannot defeat you, I have no business left here. If I do not defeat you for the X Division Championship, I quit Impact. Angle! James, I know you're mad, but I'm gonna need you to calm down. Look, man, I am calm, but I just want you to know I don't want Cardona at Rebellion. I don't give a damn about him right now. I want Hendry. I want Hendry at Rebellion, and then I'll handle things with Cardona. James, I'll make you a deal, alright? Look. 3 weeks. Impact Rebellion. The prestigious Joe Hendry versus Cowboy James Storm. If you win at our next special, I'll give you Cardona inside a steel cage. But if you lose, if Hendry beats you, your Impact contract is terminated. Fine, one more condition. Name it. I want Hendry no holds barred. You got it. Good. See him there. Whoa, whoa, Wyndham's just appeared in the ring. I did exactly what I said I was gonna do, man. I am the new god of fear. And after the systematic destruction of Rob Van Dam, I am demanding another lamb be led to slaughter. Otherwise, I'll find one myself. Wyndham's demanded someone step up. Hang on a minute. Hang on just a minute. It's Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley marching down to the ring. Alex Shelley is here. Wyndham, you want to try and destroy Impact? Well, you gotta go through me. You have a boldness held by many, Mr. Shelley. I admire it. It'll make destroying you all the more satisfying. Run.
Yes, hello, Impact Danhausen here, very nice, very evil of the Danhausen, you know that. Danhausen here with a challenge for the Danhausen here with a challenge for Matt Ryder and Kurt Myers. Danhausen has a challenge for the major podcast. Danhausen wants the Podcast Brothers in a tag team match against Danhausen and Danhausen's new tag team partner. Generic Zane could not make the come to Impact, you know, contracts and all that and whatnot. So Danhausen has found a new partner that will lead Danhausen to gold, and it will be very nice, it will be very evil. Matt Ryder, Kurt Myers, Danhausen will see you as Rebellion.
So we're gonna move on to some more action up next, some tag team action up next, as here come the former Impact Tag Team Champions Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the North, making their way to the ring. The North set to try and regain some momentum after coming up short last week to FTR and losing the Impact Tag Team titles. But tonight, Page and Alexander walk in and they look to get themselves back in title contention, potentially get a rematch with FTR down the road. Of course, we do know that in just a couple weeks, in fact, just a few nights before Rebellion, you can see Ethan Page saying they want the championships. Just a few nights before Rebellion, FTR is going to be defending those Impact Tag Team titles at the AEW Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling Rager in a in a double title match against the Young Bucks for both FTR sets of championships. But tonight, the North take on Eric Young and his team of Insanity, Big Damo and Axel Tischer, making their way to the ring. Insanity set for action here tonight. Which pair is going to be fighting in this title match, I can't tell you. We'll find out when the bell rings. These three, you never know which two you're going to be getting in the matchup. So Eric Young marching down to the ring. Young, Tischer, and Damo, a reunited trio, back together here in Impact. Eric Young, an Impact legend in his own right. A lot of championships that these guys could go after. You got the world title, you got the X Division title, you got the digital media title, and you got the tag titles. Even then, that might be too many. I'm gonna say it out loud on video. Not adding another title to Impact anytime soon. So it's Ethan Page and Big Damo starting it out. As it appears it's Eric Young and Big Damo teaming up tonight. Big Damo runs over Ethan Page. And Damo grabs onto Page and launches him into the ref. Double axe handle to the back. Damo scoops him back up to his feet, and Damo launches him into the turnbuckle. Eric Young directing traffic right now as Ethan Page brings a knee up onto Damo, who kicks him in the ribs. And then Damo throws him into the corner. Tag made to Eric Young. And now Young, kick to the ribs of Ethan Page. And a spinning back fist. Eric Young getting him back up to his feet. Elman for another one. Ethan Page gets hit with an elbow strike. Eric Young with a kick. Eric Young getting him up to his feet, and Young. Into the corner goes Page. Tag made back to Damo. And now, punch to the gut from Big Damo, who clobbers Ethan Page as Josh Alexander looks on thinking, what the hell am I watching? As Ethan Page being absolutely dominated right now. And he's taken down by Damo. And now Damo gets him up. Damo punches him in the head. And a punch to the back. And again. And again. And again. Damo now getting him up to his feet, and Big Damo launches Ethan Page into the corner. Big clothesline floors all ego. Getting him back up to his feet now, and Damo with him into the corner again. Tries to make a tag, but Ethan Page countered. Oh, and Ethan Page shoved right back into the corner of Insanity as Eric Young is back in again, and Eric Young kicks him in the ribs. And another back fist. Eric Young and Ethan Page going at it now. Ethan Page trying to provide some separation as he power bombs Eric Young. Page has got to get some separation between himself and Insanity if he wants to make a tag to Alexander. Josh Alexander might be the key to the North getting the win here as down goes all ego Ethan Page. He knocks back Eric Young. Right hand connects. Kick in the knee. Eric Young staying on top. And now Eric Young takes him down. Eric Young. Figure 4 leg lock is in. Ethan Page is in trouble. Josh Alexander making the save. And Damo wiping out Josh Alexander as Eric Young punched in the face by Ethan Page. Young with a counter. Back fist again. Floors him as Damo floors Josh Alexander. Insanity is dominating the former tag team champions right now. Knee to the ribs. And look at this on the outside. Damo. Look at the vertical he's got Josh Alexander up for. Slams him down. And now Eric Young with an elbow to the ribs. Eric Young pops back up to his feet. Went for a jab. Countered. Ethan Page. Big Uranagi slams down Eric Young. Getting him back to his feet now. Eric Young kicks him in the back. And now Eric Young grabs him, scoops him up, and Eric Young drives him into the mat. 1, 2, 3. Insanity dominate the North. Josh Alexander never even got tagged in. something has broken within the North, and Josh Alexander is just looking at the fall and Ethan Page. Here's these replays play. I can see in the ring, Josh Alexander's just looked at Ethan Page and shook his head. Ethan Page got absolutely dominated by Insanity in this one. You can see right there, Eric Young and Big Damo scored the win. Axel Tischer celebrating this win with them. Your winners, the reunited Insanity. A big win for these three tonight. Insanity scores the win. We got more coming up. Main event's up next. Moose versus Eddie Edwards. I just wanted to take a moment before our main event to say good luck to Moose. You know, from one monster to another, we've shared a show for the last few months, and, well, we've both had ups and downs. But you know what? I truly wish him the best of luck tonight because, well, I'm going to be watching his match very closely. Simple as that. So good luck, big guy. See you soon. It is time for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. As here comes Eddie Edwards to the ring. Eddie Edwards marching down to the ring tonight. Looking to get a big win for himself. Looking to get into title contention perhaps if he could win here tonight. He's got a large task ahead of him though. He's got to take on the first LS11 Impact World Champion and the returning Moose tonight. Eddie Edwards walks in, looks around at this crowd, and Eddie Edwards knows, like I said, he's got a monumental feat ahead of him. He's got to be one of the few people to beat Moose. Moose in LS11 Universe has only lost to 4 men in singles competition. That being Brock Lesnar, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston. So Ed Edwards makes his way to the ring. And now here comes the man who calls himself the Wrestling God. Here comes Moose. Moose marching down to the ring. This man is an absolute beast of a human being. He's the first LS11 Impact World Champion. He's a former Raw Tag Team Champion. He looks around at this crowd tonight. Moose is back home in the Impact Zone. And the first thing he did upon returning was set his sights back on the Impact World Championship that he never got his rematch for. But don't feel bad, Moose. No Impact World Champion's gotten a rematch yet because none of them have stayed around. Okay, one of those is not our fault, but you know. Moose has made his way to the ring. Moose and Eddie Edwards are main event right now on Impact. Here we go. Moose went for a drop kick. Edwards with a right hook, and now Eddie Edwards. Now Moose ducks it. Moose went for a right hook, knocks him back. Moose went for another drop kick. Edwards sidestepped. Eddie Edwards. Oh, going for a Hurricane Rana. Moose into a power bomb. A stomp to the chest. Moose grabs onto him now, and Moose gets him up. Moose. Uppercut. And oh my God. Moose went for a standing moonsault. Eddie Edwards out of the way. Edwards gets shoved back. Moose went for a bulldog. Edwards out of the way. Moose staggering back to his feet. There was a jab. Eddie Edwards ducks it. Moose knocks him back. And now Moose with Edwards off the ropes. Eddie Edwards. Power bomb from Moose. And now Moose getting him back up to his feet. Uppercut. Kicks him in the back, and Moose stomping away on him. Edwards Back to his feet. Eddie Edwards grabs him. And now Edwards. Swinging neck breaker to Moose. Moose gets the kick and sweeps the leg. And now Moose. Uppercut. Takes down Edwards. Kicking him down now. Moose. Taking him down. Edwards back to his feet. Moose runs him over. And now Moose getting Edwards back up to his feet again. Moose firing away. Kicks him in the ribs. Punches him down in the back. And now Moose getting him back up to his feet again. Moose for a jab counter. Edwards grabs onto him and Edwards. Swinging neck breaker to Moose. Getting him back up to his feet now. Eddie grabs onto him. Double underhook. DDT plants Moose into the mat. Cover. 1, 2, kick out from Moose. And now Edwards bends back the arm. Eddie Edwards stomps the arm of Moose. And again. And again. Moose grabs the leg now, and Moose sweeps the leg of Edwards. Moose hits the ropes. What is Moose thinking? Senton! Edwards goes down. Moose getting him back up to his feet, and Moose uppercut again, floors him. Moose getting Edwards back up to his feet now, and Moose with Eddie launches him into the corner. Moose drives him into the floor, and now Moose for a jab. Edwards countered. Eddie Edwards knocked back by Moose. Moose puts him in the ropes now, and Moose knocks him down. Stomps on him. Getting him back up to his feet now. Moose into the corner. He puts Eddie on the top rope, and Moose, oh my God, choke slams him off the top rope. And now Moose setting him up for go to hell spear. 1, 2, 3. Welcome home, Moose. Moose speared him out of his shoes. Moose scores the win. Edwards tried as he might, just could not put Moose down. And in the end, the wrestling god with a go-to-hell spear sends Edwards packing. That is going to do it for us here on Impact tonight. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe. See you next time.